what's this then?
Well, this guy over here was racing this pickup down the street.
What?
Pickup stolen, and we finally stopped him down here.
How does he get up here on the canopy?
Driver claims he's got no idea. He says he was just driving along and bang, this guy lands on the roof.
Guy drops out of the sky? That's the story?
That's it so far.
It's pretty weak. Take a look at this. This takes off, right?
Yeah, it takes us on a 5-minute chase. So we finally boxed him in down here. He didn't even know what he had on top until we finally hauled him out and he took a look.
Oh, we got some pretty major impact here. This is high velocity, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. This is a first for me.
We're gonna take that kid back to where he landed and take a look around there.
Good idea. I think I got a wallet here. Yeah, that's a good start right there. That's the guy?
Is that your beeper going on?
It's not my beeper. Oh, look at this. Beeper, here. Check out the calls on that. Okay, and here is the wallet. Nothing in it. No money, no nothing. Hey, do you know this guy? Do you know this guy?
No, sir. Never seen him before.
Okay. Oh, that is me. I gotta go. Sorry.
What do you want me to do?
Well, call me when you find out where the guy dropped from in the first place, where he fell from. And I'm gonna call IDEN and get him down here because I want him to see the body just like it is. And we want to cover him up. So if you need one, I got a clean tarp in the back of my truck there, and you can throw it on top. Leave it there until they get a good look, okay?
Okay.
Not your lucky day, I guess, eh?
I'm looking for some insight into the East Indian action in the dope trade in relation to a shooting we had on the docks about 10 days ago.
Oh, yeah, I know the victim, Danny Zinn. Danny Zero, they call him. He's a small fry dealing mostly heroin, some coke, weed.
That's him, Danny Zero. I got a source who's saying the East Indians might be connected.
Oh, yeah? I'd like to hear about that.
Well, it's nothing. It's just a rumor. I'm trying to find out if there's anything to it.
Well, there's been a lot of rip-offs lately, so they've had to put some of their deals together through middlemen because the big dealers are getting hip to the scam, so it's possible.
So that's a pattern? Setting up deals and pulling a rip?
Yeah.
Now, Danny Zero might fall for that.
Yeah, I suppose.
And what if he was overextended, you know? Went out on a limb to broker a deal, then found out that he was getting ripped for either his cash or his dope that he got on credit? I mean, you know, maybe he put up a fuss. Maybe they'd shoot him?
Yeah, that could happen, but 10 days on, your trail's getting a little cold, no?
Yeah, I'm still trying to get a picture of who's who in the dope trade.
Yeah, well, that's an ending story. Listen, if you get any more information from that informant of yours, I'd appreciate the tip.
All right, well, I'll make sure you hear about it if it happens.
Okay. Take it easy, Angel.
Yeah, you too. Hey, and say hi to your wife for me.
Yeah, we'll do.
What the hell's this? What's this? Is that duct tape on there?
Yeah, it's wrapped right around her.
Oh, my God. What's the story here?
Well, we got a call about an hour ago from that payphone over there. Guy sitting on the curb over there made the call, said his wife was having trouble breathing. We got to her, tried to revive her, but she was already gone.
This is the husband? Does the husband say why the wife's all taped up like this?
No, I wouldn't say anything about it.
So was she laid out here on the sidewalk like this when you got here?
No, she was in the car in the back seat there. We pulled her out. The door was jammed, so we had to take her out the other side.
The other side. Okay. Okay. All right. So what's your story, sweetheart? What the hell happened to you? There's petechia in the eyes. Could be a number of reasons for that. Neck seems okay. There's blood in her mouth.
Yeah, we got no idea what caused that.
When we got here, the husband was in the back seat of the car with her, with a pillow in his hands. Well, I'm not 100% sure, but it looked like he might have had the pillow over her face.
Did you see that too?
I didn't see it.
Did you ask the husband about that?
No, I told the cops.
Okay, we're gonna have to stick around, I guess, now, you know. Nobody calls homicide. They're gonna want a statement from you, so.
Yep. We planned on it.
Sorry. Hi.
Hey, so according to his driver's license, the guy's name is Lauren Quint. License been expired for 12 years. Car insurance expired.
Yeah?
The paramedics tell you about the pillow? There.
Yeah, they did. They said that Mr. Quint here wouldn't comment.
Yeah, he's not gonna say anything. We had a bad feeling about him from the get-go. We threw him in some zap straps.
Okay, let me see the car.
Okay.
Yeah, so you guys should have definitely called homicide on this one. I mean, next time, not that you're gonna see this the next time, but next time, make that call.
Okay, sorry. We should have done that.
That's all right. That's the pill?
Yeah, that's it there. You can see the blood.
Yep. Yep. That's a smear. That's from contact.
Yeah, his old blanket here. Yeah, blood maybe there too.
That's what I'm looking for. What's this right here? Let's bag that, okay? Okay, you better call homicide. I'll see if I can get Mr. Quint to talk to me in the meantime.
Well, good luck.
Mr. Quint? How do you do, sir? My name's Dominic Da Vinci. I'm the coroner. I have some questions for you. I have to know what happened. You have to tell me. Sure. Mr. Quint, you know, you don't have any choice here. You have to tell me what happened here, okay? Sir? Mr. Quint? All right, you just stick right there. Homicide detectives are on their way. You tell them about it.
What'd you want to talk about?
I'm looking for Danny Zero's girlfriend.
Mrs. Zero. I told you where she lives.
Yeah, but she took off and she hasn't come back.
I think she was from the 9-1 originally. You still trying to figure out who shot Danny?
Yeah.
I thought it was the East Indians.
That's a rumor.
Well, if it wasn't them, it could have been somebody else. There's another rumor.
Okay.
Yeah, the other rumor is maybe it was a cop.
I heard a little about that. Who's putting that rumor out?
Oh, you know, it's been happening for a couple of years. There's always been talk about how you gotta watch out. That some of the dealers got a cop that's into dope and he gets a cut of the action. He's killed a couple guys before.
Well, I need a little more specifics.
I don't have any.
You think Brian's capable of that?
He's pretty crazy. He likes his coke, that's for sure. I already told you how he sometimes ripped off dealers. Him and Joe Tang.
Yeah. Yeah, you did.
He's pretty weird.
Yeah. Listen, I gotta run. Do you want to stay and finish your soup, or you want to ride?
I'm gonna say
Okay. Take care of yourself.
bye, Angie. Nice seeing you again.
The husband won't say why his wife's all bound up?
Nope.
What about the cause of death? The coroner give any indications that she might have died?
No, there was nothing obvious, so you can tell.
No witnesses yet. Nobody saw anything, heard anything?
Just the paramedic who saw Mr. Quint with a pillow.
Let's take a look at the pillow.
Sure, yeah. It's in the back seat here. We just left it right when we found it.
So, where does Quint live? Do we know?
Yeah, well, according to his old license, his place is just up the street here and around the corner a couple blocks. And that's
So-
where he still lives.
Yeah. So he was either going home or coming from home. Did he say which?
No, he didn't say.
Okay, so either way, he stopped here and then he used that phone there to make the 911 call. Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, let's get ident down here, get him started on the car, and call body pickup too.
Okay.
Thanks.
What are you thinking?
I don't know, I'm looking at her all duct taped like that, and I'm thinking serious abuse. Maybe he was transporting her somewhere.
Yeah, then right in the middle of whatever the hell was going on, he makes this 911 call because something went wrong, maybe?
Yeah. Maybe it was part of the plan. I don't know. Do we know if she was still alive when he made the call to 911?
No, the paramedic said she saw him with a pillow over her face, maybe, when they arrived.
Well, we should check it out with 911. They'll have a tape of the conversation. Maybe he said something about what was going on.
Yeah. I don't know what the hell we got going here.
Maybe we should get a warrant, check out his place, have a look around. You know, if there was any kind of abuse going on, the neighbors might have heard something.
Yeah, okay. You want to arrest him?
Sure we should. We might want to hold off, talk to him a little bit, see what's what, see what he has to say.
Yeah, okay. We got questions for him later. We got a constable to bring him up to his house after we check it out.
Okay. Just gonna call up, get that warrant started.
How you doing? Thanks a lot. Do you mind talking to me? Sorry, I'm the coroner, so I'm not a cop, so your violations really aren't my concern here. Just wonder if you could help me out with about the guy that fell on top of your pickup truck. Can you do that?
Can you help me out with my charges?
Well, I could probably do something for you on the failure to remain at a scene. Moving a dead body, that's a pretty serious one. Failure to report death. But I can't do anything for you on the auto theft or the parole violations. You're out of luck there.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
All right? Okay, can you just show me where you were when you were parked? Am I right?
Right.
You weren't driving by. Right there.
I was waiting for a friend, and it scared me, so I floored it. And I guess it was pretty stupid. Man, I should have just jumped out of the truck and left it.
That would have been my call. So show me exactly where you were now.
Straight right here.
Right here?
And just up there.
Would you say up here where the parking sign?
Yeah.
I guess now you know why they got those no parking signs.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you see anybody you knew down here? Any witnesses?
No, there's no witnesses. Look, the guy, he just fell from the sky, no warning. I mean, if I had a sunroof, I would have seen him coming.
Yeah, pickup truck. What about the guy you were scoring from? What about him?
Well, I don't know what happened to him.
You don't know. There had to be some witnesses. I mean, you're down here all the time, right? You must know somebody.
Well, I guess.
Must have seen somebody.
It's a busy street, you know, and
exactly.
Maybe someone in one of the rooms saw him falling by it.
Yeah, maybe. Just wait right there.
Okay.
Come on.
Listen, the officer wouldn't call my friend Ruby, and I was wondering if maybe you could call her and tell her that I'm going to be hung up for a little while.
Okay. Just mark her name, number down, and I'll give her a call when I get a minute.
You promise?
Yeah. Anything else?
No, I just give her a call.
Just wait over there, okay? He says, he's parked here, so it could have been any one of these damn windows up here.
All right, well, I could start a couple of constables on canvas for witnesses.
Okay.
Any idea if he was dead or alive before you hit the pickup?
None.
Mr. Quint owns the property?
Yeah, I just manage it for him. Collect the rents, fix whatever, you know.
You weren't friendly with him or anything like that?
Not really. Doesn't like to be bothered, so I don't bother him.
You seen him this morning?
No, not this morning.
What about his wife? You ever see her?
Wife? No, he's not married.
You live upstairs, right?
Yeah.
You telling me you've never seen him with a woman?
No, he lives alone. Usually if I see him, he's out in the backyard working on one of his junkers. This is it here. Keeps a basement suite for himself.
You never had a reason to come in here before?
No.
Care, thanks. We got it from here. Wow. Jeez. Looks like this guy's got every newspaper dating back to, I don't know, when? 1987.
I smell gasoline. You smell that?
Yeah. I'd go crack the window over here.
Got a lot of bowling trophies up here.
You know what? He's got these windows nailed shut.
None of these are his. He hasn't got his name on them. And an uncle like this guy was a pack rat. He couldn't throw anything away. He'd actually get sick and puke if his wife threw something out.
I'm not seeing a phone anywhere, are you?
Well, God knows it could be buried under all this. With a shrunken head up here.
Oh, yeah, that's one of those rubber heads. Fake.
Oh, yeah, I remember those. Used to be able to order those off the back page of the comic book, the joke page. Solved the mystery of the smell. There's a carburetor torn apart on the kitchen counter, and he's soaking some of the parts in a bucket of gas.
Come and take a look at this. Here. Blood on the sheets.
Yeah, it looks like it. And what's this on the bedpost? These belts. That looks ugly.
Yeah. Have a look in this box.
Oh, for God's sake, what next? A bunch of different chains, all different sizes, a bunch of locks.
Catch the writing on the wall? Hmm?
Yeah, well, I can't make head or tail out of that.
That's all. Writing mixed with symbols, pictures. Yeah, look at this. It's all over the paper on the desk here, too. Everywhere.
Yeah. Got a whole bunch of women's clothes in the closet there.
Yeah, I noticed that. There's definitely been a woman living here.
Yeah, or he's keeping one here.
You sure the guy jumped from this building?
Yep.
I haven't heard from this room since they checked in last night.
Hey.
Yeah, 2 black guys, American. Hello? Anybody in there?
How do you know they're Americans?
You can tell. I'm coming in.
So you just rented the one room for both of them?
Yeah, I got the impression it was the one guy's room. The other guy wasn't gonna stay.
What gave you the impression the other guy wasn't going to stay here?
I don't know. One guy had a small bag. There it is on the bed. And his guitar.
That's his guitar.
Yeah.
What about this door? Does that key open up that door, too?
No.
The guy could jimmy that lock, though.
I guess anyone can get through any door if they want to and they know how to do it.
Somebody has. That's been worked on. Dig marks all around that lock, but I can't tell if those marks are recent, or if they're old, or what.
Okay.
Who's in this room?
Nobody. I don't rent it out. It needs repairs.
You don't mind if we take a look around here by ourselves, do you?
No. I've got to go watch the desk. Are you all right in here?
Yeah, thanks.
We got an identification on the dead man. His William Walter Freed. He was a private in the U.S. Forces, and he just went AWOL from Fort Lewis.
From Fort Lewis?
Mm-hmm.
That's in Washington, eh?
Yep.
Just across the border there. Closed. You better get in touch with those people down there and tell them we got his guy.
Okay. You gonna turn this into a crime scene? You wanna lock it up?
Yeah, I think we better. We don't have to close down the whole floor or anything. I think we just want to keep the looky-loos away. Huh. It's pretty weird. All these windows, all locked. And who jumps out a window and closes and locks the window after themselves?
You got another guy in the picture.
Apparently. Okay. Oh, it's unlocked now. Okay, well, I guess. I suppose if I got right up here and stood out on the ledge, and I stood out there and did a swan dive, a leap, or a dive or something, maybe I might hit that parking lane. It'd take a lot of work.
Got a bottle of bourbon here. You see that?
Yeah, you son of a glass?
But it's empty, though.
AWOL. He's AWOL.
Yep.
Oh, well, we should get in touch with his company, his regiment, and see what they know about him. Want to do that?
Not a problem. See you soon.
I'm going to take this zap strap off you, okay? Make you a little more comfortable. There you go.
Thanks. Mr. Quint, the woman you were with this morning, is your wife?
Yeah.
See, that's confusing to us because we talked to the manager of the building here and your neighbors who rent from you. They say you weren't married. They didn't know about your wife.
They didn't even know you had a woman living down there in your suite.
I didn't want him to know.
You didn't want him to. Why not?
Neighbors made fun of us where we lived before.
How long you been living with Marlene?
I met her when she was in high school. She was 37. So that long.
Does she have some family we can get in contact with?
Parents.
Okay, why don't you write down their names for us, all right? Then we can find them, okay? Here you go.
So, would you run through it for us? What happened this morning?
There's some things that can be known, and some things that can't ever be known.
How about we start with something that can be known? How about the writing on the wall in your bedroom there? What's that about?
I can't tell you.
Okay, then why don't we start with what you were doing this morning with your wife in the car? Where were you going? What were you doing?
Marlene had one of her raptures.
Raptures? What kind of raptures are we talking about?
Just become possessed with the spirit. Just shaking. Start shaking.
So it's shaking like in some kind of a seizure?
Marlene called them her spells.
Okay, let's get back to what was happening this morning. So Marlene, she's having one of her spells. Go on.
They usually only last a couple of minutes. But this one, wasn't gonna stop. So I put her in a car and drove to the phone.
You drove to a phone? You don't have a phone here in your place?
No, I don't have any reason for a phone.
Why didn't you use a neighbor's phone?
I don't want to bother anybody.
Okay, so you made the 911 call at the phone.
Yeah.
You went over.
I get confused about this because, I don't remember this part.
You don't remember? That's why you didn't want to talk earlier.
I know I sound stupid.
Well, that doesn't sound stupid. See, sometimes when a bad thing happens, then you shut it out for a little while until you can handle remembering it.
Yeah. I figured that was it.
See, I don't believe that. I think that you can't block it out. I think that you do something and then it's just too painful to remember it. You don't want to admit it. You're ashamed.
I suppose it could be that too. I don't know.
Well, either way, see, if we work on it together, maybe we can figure out what happened, okay?
Yeah. I'm very tired now. I have to lie down.
Okay, take a nap.
Hey, Mr. Quint. Mr. Quint. Mr. Quint? Boy, that was fast.
Thanks for coming down.
Yeah, what's going on?
You remember how you were telling me that Danny Zero told his girlfriend that he was going to go down to the docks to meet with this cop to sell him some coke?
I think she said he was going to give the guy some coke in exchange for protection.
And when you got the call that your informant, Danny's girl, was worried because Danny hadn't come back from meeting this guy, where were you?
I was at home, sleeping. I got a page from her, so I called her back.
And what did you do when she told you what was happening?
Just got dressed and drove down to the docks.
Okay, and what time was that?
Early, 5 a.m., around there.
And you called Brian to go along?
Yeah.
And where was he when you called him?
I'm gonna have a cigarette.
Thanks.
Are you investigating Brian?
I'm investigating Danny's murder.
You know, I don't like Brian, but he's my partner, and you know the story with that.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay. Right after I talked to Carla, I called Brian, but I couldn't get a hold of him. I went down to the docks, called him again. He said to wait, said he'd be about 20 minutes. Then he came down and we found Danny in the water.
And how was Brian when he got there? And what was his frame of mind?
He was just real agitated and pissed off that our informant called me instead of him, and where was she, and he had to talk to her, something like that.
Okay.
Anything else?
That's it for now.
Okay. See you later.
Uh-huh. You take it easy.
Yeah.
Okay, what we know is that he went AWOL a couple of days ago. He tried to get in touch with his folks a couple times before he left. That was his mother beeping him back.
His mother?
Yeah, he probably borrowed the beeper from a friend or something. But anyway, I'll let them know when they're on their way down here, along with his wife and his brother. They're coming too. Apparently, he had a new baby, 6 months old.
I come across this letter. Kind of lays it all out here. Take a look. It says he joined up 2 years ago, got posted in Sarajevo. When he came back, he thought, I don't know, I'm not cut out for this. And he didn't feel right about taking a man's life, potentially.
Except his own.
Except his own.
Pretty straightforward suicide, then.
I don't know, it doesn't really say he's gonna kill himself, though, in there, does it? Can I take a look at that again? No, actually, what it does say, he says, the guys in my unit will brand me a coward, but I have to find the courage to live with that. I mean, no matter how hard it gets. I want my son to grow up knowing how to live with the courage of your convictions. Doesn't say he's gonna kill himself, really, doesn't it?
Yeah, but you don't know when he wrote that, right?
Yeah, that's right. I don't know when he wrote that.
Might have changed his mind about not committing suicide.
Yeah, I guess he could have, yeah.
You know, down some bourbon, got some courage together, made the jump.
Could have. You're right. You're right. I tell you what still sticks in me, though, about this whole thing is these windows being locked. Like, who locked these windows?
That's a good question.
One of which I'd like an answer. I'll grab some pictures here, I think.
I don't know, if you ask me, it takes a hell of a lot of courage to jump out a window.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go with heights.
Me either.
All right. We got these guitar strings over here, which he just bought, looks like. They're just up the street. He bought them right up here. I don't know who buys guitar strings, starts putting them on his guitar, and then decides to jump out the window.
And I get dizzy just looking down from here.
Oh, my God. Oh, this is gonna help. There are 2 passports in here. You got an American passport, William Freed, that's him. Extra picture in there. And then we got the Canadian passport. John Stephen Winslow, not him. That's him, isn't it? Same guy. Pretty good job on that.
Oh, yeah. Maybe the other guy that was up here with him was the one who sold him the fake ID.
Pretty good. Yeah. Why don't you go into the system and see what's the story on this Canadian? Yeah, give me this one.
All right.
See if it's still on what the story is on it.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay, thanks.
So I located the wife's parents. They're still living up in Kamloops.
Oh, great. You talked to him?
Yeah, no, I got an earful, actually. According to them, their daughter Marlene was kidnapped by this guy, Quint. Brainwashed is actually how they put it. Quint sweet-talked her into running off with him when she was 17.
Well, there's a parent's worst nightmare. What else they say?
Well, just that every time they tried to see her, Quint would get up in their face and give them this whole routine about, Marlene doesn't want to have anything to do with you.
Really?
Yeah.
Did they talk to the cops up there about that?
Yeah, the RCMP in Kamloops did check it out, and they found some signs of possible abuse, some bruising, a black eye. But she didn't want to point the finger at her husband, so they had to drop it. Could be she was just too scared to say anything, I don't know.
Okay. Well, that's good work. Thanks.
Okay. Oh, one more thing. The daughter, Marlene, apparently has got a lot of money. Some kind of trust fund left to her from the grandmother. It's over $1 million.
Jeez. This is how they live.
Yeah, I thought you guys should know that.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks again.
Well, there's your motive right there. The money.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I can't get a read on him. Can you?
No, neither can I. I mean, he acts like he's only got 1 oar in the water, but I'm thinking maybe he's running a game on us.
Yeah, he could be. Why don't we let him play it out?
How do you mean?
Well, if he's playing a game, right? Could be he's trying to find a way to mitigate the circumstances, claim it's an accident, then he's gonna dream up an excuse to make himself feel better, and then he's gonna tell us, right? We just let him do it.
I get you. We open a door for him. If he walks through it, we section 10 him and read him his rights.
Yeah.
Okay. This is the roof.
I can see the whole downtown.
Yeah. So you can't smoke in the rooms up here, is that true?
Nope.
You guys a smoker?
I think he was. I think I saw some cigarettes in his room.
Well, it feels pretty nice up here. I can see the guy coming up here having a cigarette, feeling pretty good about life. Maybe he gets a Canadian beer in him, eh? I mean, he's already got the hard part over. He got across the border. He got the sanctuary. He's up here. He's already got a letter off to his family, getting all that off his chest. He's got the phony ID in the works. What is he said? Get the sudden urge to jump? Oh, geez.
Probably pretty drunk, too. There's a glass over here.
Oh, yeah.
It smells like bourbon.
We'll get a good idea about that when the blood work comes back.
A couple of cigarette butts around the glass.
Yeah.
What if he's sitting there like that? He's up here on the edge of the roof. He stands up, he's too loaded. Whoa, backs right
like
off.
he's sitting backwards. Yeah. Another possibility, of course, the other guy's up here with him. They get into a little fight. And off he goes. Oh, sorry.
It's all right.
Off he goes. Tell you what I'm wondering about, though, is this sidewalk. And you see that sidewalk? That's a good few yards. He's got to clear that. So if he's jumping, that's not going to be a problem. He'll get over that no problem, or if he's pushed. But otherwise, if you're just falling, that's a straight drop down. You're not going to hit that pickup truck.
That's right.
We never had a jumper before.
Well, I never had one like this. I'll tell you that for free.
How do you feel about trying to help us figure out what happened with your wife here?
Yeah. I'd like to try to figure it out.
Good. You remember making the 911 call from that phone booth over here?
Yeah.
Hmm? What happened after that? Did you get back in the car?
I don't know. See, I don't know.
We know. That's what the paramedics said. They found you when they got here. You were in the backseat of the car.
Okay, well, I could have got back in the car. I remember that now. I do.
Let's try something else here. Okay, your wife, she was found bound with duct tape. Still over here. Remember anything about that? What can you tell us?
When Marlene would have her raptures, sometimes she would hurt herself from the shaking. I would tie her arms up with the tape.
Yeah, okay. Oh, you remember being in the back seat here? Yeah, come on down here. You can climb back. Get in the back seat and...
It's okay.
Get in?
It's okay. We just gotta try and figure out, you know, what you might have been doing back there.
What do you mean?
Well, for starters, there was a blanket found here in the back seat. Maybe... Did you use that to cover her up, or...?
Yeah, I could have done that. I mean, that's what I put it in there for.
What about the pillow? Do you remember the pillow?
No.
Well, there was a pillow back there, so if you put the blanket over her to comfort her, maybe you took the pillow and put it underneath her head for the same reason. What do you think?
I don't remember a pillow.
Okay, that right there, now that's a problem we need to discuss. You want to come on up? Come on, get out of there for a sec.
Let's talk about the fits your wife was having. Sounds like those have been getting worse as she gets older, is that right?
Yeah, they've been getting bad.
Taking that into consideration, would you say that maybe you were getting a little frustrated by your situation?
Yeah, I was a little frustrated.
What about the back seat here? Now you're back there, you're with your wife, you're getting a little scared, getting a little frustrated. Did you think at any time, was it occurring to you, damn it, I wish this would stop? Will it ever stop?
Uh-huh. I think I did something wrong. I think I did something...
What do you think you did?
Look, I feel bad about having those feelings.
Well, no, you see, look, right there, you shouldn't fault yourself. That's just human nature.
Yeah, I know. It's hard to say it out loud.
If I said that you did have those feelings, then what would you say?
Well, I guess I'd say that I was just real frustrated with the whole situation.
Yeah, I bet. Now, if I told you that somebody saw you in the backseat of the car doing harm to your wife, and keeping in mind now, remembering how you were feeling, then what would you say?
Somebody saw me. Somebody saw me and...
Well, we don't know for sure. She doesn't know for sure, but we don't know. You tell us.
Yeah, I know, but I can't.
And we know it wasn't your intention to harm your wife, okay? We know that. But if you did, how do you think you might have done that?
I remember about the pillow, having it in my hands.
You think you could have used that pillow to harm your wife?
Don't make me say it out loud.
No, you gotta say it. If you did do it, you gotta say it, clear your conscience.
And if you didn't, just say that. I didn't do it.
I did it.
Okay, don't say anything else.
Put the pillow over her face.
Guess what? The guy on the other passport?
Yeah?
He lives right here in town. I called him at home. He said his passport got stolen sometime last week when somebody broke into his house, but he never reported it stolen, so that could be bullshit.
You know, I think I got this thing figured out.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. He didn't fall or jump out of anything. He's up on the roof. He fell backwards off the roof, just like what we said. Okay?
That's right.
He's up there having his cigarette. He's looking around. He's got the view of his new adopted city. He's having himself a little drink. He's thinking, hey, you know what? I changed my name. I've changed my life. Everything's going to work out great. He goes to stand up. He's a little tottery. He's a little bit totaled, eh? And so he's sitting backwards with his back to the street, and then he gets up, and whoa, there he goes.
That's right.
Something like that. That's like that.
Excuse me? This is the man's friend.
Oh, hi.
Hi, what's going on? What happened?
You're the friend of his?
Yes. What happened?
Were you with him last night in the hotel?
No.
Okay. Do you want to be here for a second? It's my sad duty to have to inform you that your friend Will has either fallen or jumped out of a window earlier today.
No.
I'm very sorry.
No, man. No.
Yeah.
Oh.
When was the last time you saw him?
Yesterday, I drove him up across the border yesterday.
He was AWOL?
Yes.
Yeah? And what were his plans? Do you know what they were?
He wanted to move up here and bring his family up when he got work or something like that.
Was he acting normal last time you saw him?
Yes. Nah.
No?
Well, he was scared, nervous. You know.
Yeah.
It was a big decision.
So did you check in with him?
Yes.
And?
Well, I have a cousin up here.
Okay.
I was over there just now I'm trying to get Will a job. You know, I try to page him all day. I give him a beeper and he wasn't answering and...
We found 2 different pieces of identification up in his room. Can you help me out with that?
I don't know, man. He was supposed to be buying a passport from a guy he's got a number for.
And how much money did he have to get that done?
He had $6 grand.
$6 grand? How much is he paying for the passport?
$500.
Just give me a second. The guy that said he got his passport stolen, let's get hold of him.
Think it might be a robbery?
You know, he's got a big, fat bankroll. He's gonna pay for this passport. Then the guy gets it into his head, maybe I'll roll this guy for his $6 grand. They get into a tussle and boom, over the side he goes. I'm gonna flip this over to homicide right now.
Okay.
That makes sense to me. I'm sorry about your friend.
He was such a nice guy.
Was he?
His family gonna be wiped out, man. God.
Excuse me, I gotta... Just 1 second.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if it's important, okay, what? Shoot. Temporal lobe epilepsy, I'm familiar with it. Oh, yeah. Okay, thanks.
I was working on one of my cars outside.
Why'd you come in the house?
To get a coffee. That's when I found Marlene on the kitchen floor.
What'd you do then?
Took her in the bedroom and I taped up her arms like I always do.
Okay, in the bedroom there, we found blood on the sheet. What's that from?
She bit her tongue. That's when I put her in the car.
Okay, underneath your bed, you got a box that's full of chains and locks. What's that for?
You never know when you're gonna need a good chain or a lock.
Okay, that's it for now. You need anything? Talk to the officer outside.
I'm fine.
I got some news for you guys about the autopsy. I thought you might want to know this.
What do you got, a cause of death?
It was asphyxiation.
Well, that fits in with what he told us about the pillow.
He was clear on that point that he used the pillow.
Yeah, why?
Okay, the wife had temporal lobe epilepsy.
All we know is she was having seizures. He gave us that.
We did?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Well, the thing about epileptics is that sometimes their limbs can freeze up. If she couldn't get any air, like, for example, she's in the back seat, maybe she's got her face forced down the upholstery, or she's to the side in the back, I think. Maybe that's how she suffocated.
Yeah, no, we didn't put the idea of the pillow into his head. He came up with that on his own.
Well, I know. I thought you might want to know that. I don't know what went on in here. Must be all that writing on the wall.
We don't know. We have no idea. You want to talk to him?
Would you mind?
No, it's okay. I'll get him.
Did Quinn say that he wrote this stuff on the wall?
He won't tell us anything about it.
This writing on the wall. Did you do that?
It's none of your business.
None of my business. Okay, well, can you just tell me what all these words and these symbols, do they mean anything? Or...
No, I can't tell you that.
Just a bunch of gibberish, right? Just tell you what it is.
This is not gibberish.
Well, what does it mean then? All these symbols.
Marlene wrote this. This is private.
Marlene, your wife, she wrote this.
Yes, she wrote all the time. She liked to write.
Okay, good. That's starting to make sense to me now. Yeah. Because you know she was an epileptic, right?
No, she wasn't.
Yeah, she was. And she had a form of epilepsy that's known as temporal lobe epilepsy. That's why all the seizures.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, yes, it was. But sometimes when somebody has this form of epilepsy, another condition can occur, and that's known as hypergraphia. It's a compulsion to write. Can't stop.
She had that, yeah.
Oh, great. Okay, so when your wife had had one of her seizures, and then she'd sit down and write all that nonsense out because she couldn't help herself.
I told you this isn't nonsense.
Well, sure it is. I mean, look at this. Well, okay. You got an eye.
That's the Eye of Horus. That's Egyptian.
Egyptian eye, and then you got a heart with a arrow through it, a cloud. No, it's not a cloud. It's a sheep, isn't it? See, I'm not that stupid. Then you got an infinity and a clock, and what's this? A basket?
Bushel.
A little basket.
A peck.
What's it supposed to mean? Doesn't mean anything.
No, look. The eye is I.
Okay.
The heart is love. Sheep is you. And the rest.
Oh. Maybe I am kind of stupid. Right. I love you, a bushel and a peck, forever and all time. Great. Did you make her write that down for you?
No.
You didn't make her write that?
No.
She wrote that on her own?
Yeah.
She did.
Yes. But you're not supposed to tell what it says.
Why ever not? Can you tell me?
No one will believe it.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you straight out. Did you kill your wife?
No.
Then why did you confess to us that you did?
I don't know.
We can't have that. I got something called Girls Gone Mild, all right? Wear a turtleneck every once in a while.
Next, Greg.